Learning outcomes may be considered the lingua franca for higher education and its stakeholders. They are an easily understandable and transparent tool to communicate about programs and what graduates are capable of. They are the most transparent way to communicate about programs, aims and objectives.
A program's intended learning outcomes are statements of what a student is expected to know, understand and be able to do at the end of a period of learning. They are meant to be achieved by all students when graduating. So the achieved learning outcomes are demonstrated through the assessment of students. These assessments should show that all intended learning outcomes are achieved by all students. Hence, the intended and achieved learning outcomes of a program are two sides of the same coin.
And when designing international and intercultural learning outcomes of a program, 3 questions should guide the process.
1. What do we want to achieve with our students by the end of the program, and how does it reflect an international and intercultural dimension?
2. How can we enable this achievement through teaching and learning?
And 3. Which assessment will demonstrate that students actually achieve the international and intercultural intended learning outcomes?
And when done properly, the learning outcomes tie together and align teaching, learning and student assessment. The teaching methods are chosen as a result of the required learning and the chosen methods for assessing students.
When applied on program level, CeQuInt explicitly relates international and intercultural learning to the learning outcomes. This focus on international and intercultural learning outcomes in the assessment of internationalization of programs allows for a shift from quantity, being the number of international students, to the quality of internationalization.
But what makes an international and intercultural learning outcome? Let's look at international learning outcomes first. International learning outcomes should refer to an ability that is actively demonstrated in functioning in a certain discipline or an occupational area with and in other contexts and other regional settings of the world.
This means that an international learning outcome is specific to a particular discipline, like for example knowledge of different national legal regulations. By contrast, an intercultural learning outcome is one that should refer to an ability that is actively demonstrated in valuing cultures without judging and in enabling effective and appropriate communication and cooperation with people of different cultures.